Care.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Jon at Cougar Creek Ranch. I'm going to talk about Masarika Carmen. I'm going to talk about some consideration when purchasing an Alaskan chainsaw. I have this as I purchased myself one before, and it's shown here with a 36-inch bar. I'm using a Neotech 92 or 98 cc. 92 cubic centimeter engine, which is 7.5 horsepower, pretty good. Now, as you can see, actually, I get in between these two bars, I get 27.5 inch. Basically, I can move it up to 29 inch in between, so I can do a 29 inch log. Now, the whole machine is 36 inch, about 35.5, about 36. So with a 36 inch Alaskan chainsaw, I can do up to 29 inch logs. Now, if I use a 42 inch bar, that actually will give me a maximum of 38 inch in between these two bars, so logs up to 38 inch diameter. So that's one of the consideration, one of the things that you're going to figure out when you buy an Alaskan chainsaw, the way it's mounted and the material. This is steel and aluminum. These bars are aluminum, but everything else is steel. After 2.5 years, this handle broke, and as you can see, I'm not a very good welder, but I welded it back. It doesn't matter, you still can use it. You can push it on this bar, actually. You can use that. Now, another consideration when you see this machine, not all of them, they're designed properly. I'll say properly because, for example, I had to remove the nuts that they were welded on this side.
Espérate.
Basically, I have to remove the nut that they were welded in this side of the chainsaw, Alaskan chainsaw fittings. And actually, I welded the nuts on the other side because then it's very easy for me to remove the chainsaw without dismantling completely, and actually easier than having a wrench going around here to release the nut. So that's one of the key things about sizes for pretty much what you're going to use in a ranch that doesn't have huge, because as I said, maximum would be 29 for a 30-inch bar with this machine. If you buy a larger one, you can use a 42-inch bar, but that will give you a 38-inch maximum diameter. Yeah.
Gracias.
So here is what I processed from 112 feet tall fir tree. That was the usual part was actually 96. I made 6 logs, 16 feet each. So, for example, this one here, I'm going to use it for some poles. This one is going to be boards. I didn't start it yet on it. It's a little bit smaller. That one is about 20 to 22 inch wide, and the larger boards I already processed here. As you can see, these are everything is 16 foot long, and these are 2.5 inch thick. They're sitting here with stickers. So I have 2 logs for also for poles, and a good number of the other one that these are, I believe, about 28, 30 something inch wide. So, or maybe less, maybe 25 to 22. But it's a pretty good sizable amount of wood for construction project that I'm planning. So I'm very happy with an Alaskan chainsaw I use. Now I have to resolve a problem with a chainsaw that use a 36-inch bar, because my head, I got already burned a couple of them, and the third one is almost gone. They are not very expensive, but it's kind of, interrupting your work. As you can see here, look what's happened. I do have a 42-inch bar, but I haven't tested yet with this machine. In fact, right now I brought it here because I am going to move to the 28-inch bar chainsaw. This is only 72, I believe, cc, but it still has enough power to do the job. What I am doing here is I'm trying to get the chainsaw that is 28-inch bar, and for that reason I'm pretty much kind of cutting the wings, I will say, or the sides of this log. As you can see, I did it on one side here. Let me see if this is visible with so much sun around here. Yeah, I guess you can get the idea how it is. And now I'm doing on the other side. I'm using an electric chainsaw because it's cheaper and yeah, it's faster basically. And it doesn't need to be perfectly straight, but it's pretty much done with a line. So we'll have let me see if I don't have the measurements here. So I believe it will be about 20-inch side to side. One more thing, very important when you cut your boards. Look at the log first, the both ends for checkers. For example, here I can show you mostly the checkers that go toward the end, up to the end of the log, from the center toward the outside. And plan and align your log. Plan and align your log parallel to those checkers. Now, from side to side may be a little bit of an angle difference, but that doesn't really matter too much. Go in the middle of that angle. Other ways, here in the middle, you can see there's some partial checkers, but if you go perpendicular to what I have here, that will really make a long split in the middle of the board. So look for the checkers. And finally, you should consider planning for a cover. Not a really, you can do a sheltered somehow. If you don't have a pole barn or something where to keep it, I'm not worried too much when it's raining or thing like that, but mostly when the sun hit the area. So this is very simple. It's just a tarp, 20 by 30. So it's 20 feet along the boards here, and it's half. It's folded once. At the other end, I run a pipe from side to side, and I put some boulders. That's also very easy to add when I cut additional boards. You know, it's very easy to take it, remove the tarp and put some more boards in.